Dear Assata, A Life of Struggle, Strength, and Legacy. Introduction, September 25th, 2025. The world was shaken by news of the passing of Assata Shakur, born Joanne Deborah Byron. For decades, her name has been a symbol of resistance, courage, and the unyielding pursuit of Black liberation. While many knew her as a revolutionary figure, those who studied her life know she was far more than a headline. She was a daughter, a scholar, a protector, and a fighter who dedicated her life to uplifting her community. Today, we reflect on her journey, her sacrifices, and the legacy she leaves behind. Early life and education. Assata Shakur was born on July 16, 1947 in Queens, New York. She spent her childhood between New York and North Carolina, growing up in a working-class family that instilled in her both discipline and pride. A gifted student, she attended Borough of Manhattan Community College and later pursued studies at the City University of New York, where her awareness of social injustice deepened. These early years shaped her into a woman who refused to accept the limitations society tried to place on her. The Black Panther years. In 1967, Assata joined the Black Panther Party, taking on the name Assata Shakur in 1968. She worked in the Harlem office, organized community programs, and wrote for the party's newspaper. Her work with the Panthers reflected her belief that liberation required more than slogans. It required direct service, education, and love for the people. She helped with programs that provided food for children, medical care for the underserved, and political education for the masses. The Black Liberation Army. By 1971, disillusioned with internal conflicts in the Panthers, Assata joined the Black Liberation Army, BLA, a more militant group committed to resisting systemic racism through direct action. Her involvement placed her directly in the crosshairs of law enforcement and the U.S. government. For years, she lived under constant surveillance, with her name added to the FBI's most wanted list. Prison and escape. Assata's life took a dramatic turn in 1973 during a confrontation on the New Jersey Turnpike, where State Trooper Werner Forster was killed. She was arrested, charged, and in 1977 convicted of murder, despite widespread claims that the evidence was weak and the trial biased. Sentenced to life in prison, she became a symbol of state oppression and the criminalization of Black resistance. On November 2, 1979, with the help of allies, Assata escaped from the Clinton Correctional Facility. By 1984, she had fled to Cuba, where Fidel Castro granted her asylum. For the rest of her life, she lived in exile, but her voice and her writings continued to inspire movements for justice around the world. Legacy of courage and resistance. Assata Shakur's life was more than controversy. It was a testament to resilience. She spoke out against the systemic poisoning of Black communities with drugs, the cycles of poverty enforced by policy, and the cages of mass incarceration. She believed that liberation was not just about protest, but about building strong, educated, and self-sufficient communities. Her most famous words still echo in every march for justice. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Conclusion. Rest in power, Assata. On the day of her passing, we remember her not as a fugitive, but as a fighter, a visionary, and a voice that challenged the silence. Her life reminds us that justice is never handed down. It must be demanded, protected, and lived out daily. Assata Shakur's legacy will continue, not only in the pages of history, but in the hearts of those who still struggle for dignity, equality, and freedom. We hope that God is pleased with her, that her sacrifices are counted as righteous, and that her soul rests in peace. Rest in power, Assata. Your fire still burns.